Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back for a Wednesday edition of the Still City Sports Report, where we talk all things Steelers, Penguins, and Pirates. I'm your host, Brady Vini, and today's report includes the Pittsburgh Steelers aren't even hiding their desire to select this position in the draft. Another Steelers player shockingly makes the Pro Bowl. Pittsburgh Penguins captain Sidney Crosby shuts down trade rumors, and more. As always, please be sure to like, comment, and share this video, as well as subscribe to the channel. Now let's get into the first news story of the day. The Pittsburgh Steelers aren't even hiding their desire to select this position in the draft. Without a doubt, one of the most frustrating things we saw happen to the Pittsburgh Steelers down the stretch last season was opponents running the ball down their throats game after game. Despite defensive tackle Cam Hayward being Superman for most of the year, defensive tackle Keanu Benton did not take a second-year leap, defensive end Larry Ogunjobi did not flash on the tape, and just about everyone behind those three failed to provide quality depth. In his end-of-season interview on Monday, Steelers owner Art Rooney II said, "On the defensive side, it starts with stopping the run. We didn't do that down the stretch. So, we need to figure out how we get stronger, probably on the defensive front." In this case for the Steelers, the most logical way for them to get stronger on the defensive front is for them to also get younger. The fastest way to get younger is through the draft, and the road to the draft began this week in Mobile, Alabama at the Reese's Senior Bowl, where there is no shortage of Steelers representation. General Manager Omar Khan, Head Coach Mike Tomlin, Defensive Coordinator Terrell Austin, Offensive Coordinator Arthur Smith, and a handful of scouts and front office members are present, with the majority of their focus, predictably, on the defensive line group. Bash him all you want for his lack of coaching success, but you can't knock Tomlin's commitment, as he is damn near running the D-line drills himself down in Mobile right now because he is so infatuated with them. This draft class is deep with defensive linemen, giving the Steelers flexibility to draft one whenever they want. They could spend their first-round pick on a blue-chip D-line prospect like Kenneth Grant from Michigan and Tyleik Williams from Ohio State, or pick up a Senior Bowl standout in the middle rounds like Walter Nolan from Ole Miss, Deion Walker from Kentucky, and Aeneas Peebles from Virginia Tech. I mean, there are just some absolute monsters there, and I can guarantee you right now that the Steelers will be getting some D-line help, maybe even one of those names that I just mentioned, early in this year's draft. Another Steelers player shockingly makes the Pro Bowl. Yesterday morning, Steelers left guard Isaac Seumalo was added to the NFL Pro Bowl as a replacement for Kansas City Chiefs right guard Trey Smith. He was one of many replacements announced yesterday, and he wasn't the only Steeler to be added. Also now heading to the Pro Bowl for the 10th time in his career is quarterback Russell Wilson, replacing Ravens quarterback Lamar Jackson. With Wilson now added to the mix and Pro Bowl rosters finalized, the Steelers have the third most players for the event at 6, behind only the Baltimore Ravens and Minnesota Vikings with 7. Taking over as the starting quarterback for the Steelers midway through the season, Russ played in 11 games, throwing for just under 2,500 yards, a 63.7 completion percentage, 16 touchdowns to 5 picks, and a QBR of 51.3. I know what everybody is thinking. How the hell did he make the Pro Bowl even as a replacement? The answer is simple. The Pro Bowl has not become a complete joke. It's been a complete joke for years now. The Pro Bowl nowadays is a popularity contest filled with kiddie games and flag football. This isn't meant to be a shot at Wilson because I'm happy for him and he's a nice dude, but he shouldn't have even sniffed the Pro Bowl. As a matter of fact, if players were selected based on performance, then the only Steeler who would have made it is defensive tackle Cam Hayward. Nonetheless, I'll give Russ what will probably be his farewell flowers before he signs out in Las Vegas with his old coach Pete Carroll and the Raiders. Congratulations, Russell Wilson, on making the Pro Bowl for a historic 10th time. Pittsburgh Penguins captain Sidney Crosby shuts down trade rumors. Last Friday, a blockbuster trade went down in the NHL between the Colorado Avalanche and Carolina Hurricanes that saw both teams swap some top forwards. Now, I bet you're wondering what this has to do with the Penguins, so let me explain. In the aftershock of that trade, especially because it involved the team of his good buddy Nate McKinnon, chatter started up once again of Penguins captain Sidney Crosby potentially getting traded. With the Pens' 2024-25 season on life support, people are really trying to push this narrative, but yesterday, Crosby addressed the matter, hopefully shutting these people up for good. Talking with DK Pittsburgh Sports Penguins reporter Taylor Haas, and don't worry, I'll link the story in the video's description, Crosby said, "I know how speculation works. Everyone's looking to talk about different things, different scenarios. I can't control that. I don't know where that comes from. I don't think that it's something I'm going to discuss every time someone speculates something. I'm not going to answer it every time that happens. Crosby also told Haas that the team has never ever mentioned a possible trade to him before, and most likely never will. This isn't the first time that Sid has needed to quiet down this type of noise, having said before, "I'm going to be here. I just signed a new contract to be here. I've been very upfront about it. I'm a Pittsburgh Penguin." No matter how bad the team may be right now, us Penguins fans should never forget just how loyal Crosby is. He is a special player in person who, after reaching the highest of highs with this organization, is showing that he is going to stick with the Penguins through the lowest of lows. No matter what happens from here till the day he decides to hang them up, we will always remain loyal to Sid and the rest of the core. Thank you, 87, and let's hope that the team can make a quick turnaround soon to get you one last shot at a cup. Who knows, maybe that turnaround will begin tonight in Utah, as it will once again be Alex Nedeljkovic starting for the Penguins, opposite Connor Ingram for the UHC. Puck drop for the finale of this brutal 7-game road trip is scheduled for 9:30 p.m. And finally, the Pittsburgh Penguins have DFA'd this free agent signee after just 1 month. Yesterday morning, the Pittsburgh Pirates brought back fan favorite utility man Adam Frazier on a 1-year contract. One question that fans were asking when the news of Frazier signing back was broke is where he fits on the team. No, that's not some metaphorical statement. I'm actually talking about where Frazier fits on the team because the 40-man roster is full. Well, this morning, the Bucks made the following move to open up a spot on the 40-man roster. To make room for Frazier, the Pirates designated for assignment right-handed relief pitcher Elvis Alvarado. Alvarado signed with Pittsburgh literally a month ago in December and was thought to be a sleeper candidate to make the opening day roster. I don't recall Alvarado ever making a big league appearance before, so it looks like the 25-year-old is going to have to wait a bit longer. Crossing Pittsburgh sports lines here, to quote legendary Penguins broadcaster Mike Lang, "Ladies and gentlemen, Elvis has just left the building." And with that, ladies and gentlemen, that wraps up a Wednesday edition of the Steel City Sports Report. Again, please be sure to like, comment, and share this video, as well as subscribe to the channel. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys back here tomorrow with some more Pittsburgh sports news.